Hello friends, welcome in today's lecture. In this lecture, we see the fourth point of our first chapter, that is layout managers. The role of layout manager is to position the components. The layout manager are used to arrange the components in a particular manner. Layout manager is an interface which automatically arranges the controls on the screen. So, using the layout manager, the symmetric and systematic arrangement of the control is possible. There are various layout managers. First is flow layout, second border layout, third grid layout, fourth card layout, and fifth grid bag layout. It is set by using set layout method. That method come under the layout manager interface. Now see the syntax of the set layout method. Void set layout in bracket layout manager obj. The obj is an object of the desired layout manager. To disable the layout manager, then pass the null to the set layout method, and that method align the component manually by using the set bound method. Normally, to avoid the align component manually, we use the layout manager. Now see the first layout manager, that is flow layout. Flow layout is a default layout manager. This is a simple layout which arranges the components as they are added. When no more component fit on a line, it begins with the next line. Using this layout manager, components are arranged from top left corner laying down from left to right or top to bottom. By default, it keeps space of 5 pixels between vertical and horizontal component. Now see the constructors of the flow layout. These three are the constructors of the flow layout. First is flow layout having no parameter, second constructor having one parameter, flow layout int alignment, and third constructor having three parameter. First is int alignment, second int horizontal gap, and third int vertical gap. The first constructor creates an object which by default leaves gap of 5 pixels and align center. The first constructor it's align a center and the gap between the component is the 5 pixels. The second constructor flow layout int alignment. This constructor requires to specify the alignment of the each line, and it is done by using the three static constants. The alignment constant is flow layout dot left, flow layout dot right, and flow layout dot center. And the third constructor having three parameter, flow layout, in that parameter first is int alignment, second int horizontal gap, and third int vertical gap. This constructor requires the alignment and horizontal and vertical gap between the component. So these three are the constructors of the flow layout. Now see the one example of the flow layout. Flow layout. In that, first import the two packages, import java.awt.star and import java.applet.star. After that, here this is an applet code. In that we define the height and width of the applet window. After that, create a class flow layout demo extends applet. In init method, create an object of the flow layout. Flow layout f1 is equals to new flow layout. This flow layout is in a constructor having no parameter, so its alignment is a center, and the gap between the component is a 5 pixel. After that, using the set layout method, we can set the layout of the component. In that, we pass the object of the layout manager. So object f1, it is an object of the flow layout, and flow layout it is nothing but the layout manager. So set layout f1. Now next, here we take a label. Object is l1 is equals to new label. This is a string. Enter user ID. After that, here we take two checkbox. Checkbox ch1 is equals to new checkbox pizza, and checkbox ch2 is equals to new checkbox burger. After that, here we take text field. The object is tf1 is equals to new text field, and the string is this is a text box. After that, here create another label. Object is l2 is equals to new label, and the string is enter password. After that, create another text field. tf2 is equals to new text field. 10 is nothing but the maximum character in the text field. After creating all the components, we add the component onto the applet window using add method. So we add l1 object of the label 1, add ch1 object of the checkbox, add tf1 object of the text field, add l2 this is the object of the label 2, and add tf2 this is an object of the text field 2. After that, save the code using program name.java, that is flow layout demo.java. After first compile the code javac program name flow layout.java, then it is successfully compiled. So run the code, applet viewer, program name flow layout demo, .java. See here, this is the output of our program. See here, here we take two label. First label is enter user ID and second label is enter password. Here see, first label enter user ID and second label enter password. After that, we take two checkbox, pizza and burger. These are the two checkbox, pizza and burger, and two text field. First text field is this is a text box, and second text field having parameter 10. This is nothing but the maximum character of the text field. This is the first text field and this is the second text field. So this is the demo program of the flow layout. Now see the next. The next layout manager is the border layout. Border layout is with 4 sides and 1 center area. Its sides referred as north, south, east and west. The middle area is called as a center. We can place fixed width component at the edges. There are two constructors of the border layout. First constructor, border layout, having no parameter, and the second constructor having two parameter, int horizontal gap and int vertical gap. See the first one, constructor border layout. The first constructor creates a default border layout object with default settings, and the second constructor allows us to specify the horizontal and vertical space between the component. The add method is used to add the components. The syntax is add component object and int region. This add method having two parameter. First is component object and second is int region. Here region specifies where the components are to be placed. In the border layout specifies the region related to the constant, and the constant value are border layout dot center, border layout dot south, border layout dot east, border layout dot west and border layout dot north. These are the constant value for the region. Now see the one example of the border layout. Here this is an example of the border layout. First import the two packages, import java.awt.star and import java.applet.star. Then here this is the applet code. In that define a width and height of the applet window. After that create a class border layout demo extends applet. In init method, see here this is the program of the border. Now see here this is a program of the border layout. First import the two packages, import java.awt.star and import java.applet.star. After that, this is then applet code. In that, define a width and height of the applet window. Now next, create a class border layout demo extends applet. In init method, create object of the border layout. Border layout b1 is equals to new border layout. After that, using the set layout, layout is set by using the set layout method, and this is then a component object. Now see here, this is an example of the border layout. In that, first import the two packages, import java.awt.star and import java.applet.star. After that, this is an applet code. In that, define the width and height of the applet window. Now next, create a class border layout demo extends applet. In init method, first create an object of the layout border layout. Border layout b1 is equals to new border layout, and using the set layout method, set the layout. Set layout b1, it is then a layout manager object, that is a b1. After that, here we create a 4 button. See here, first button object is btn1 is equals to new button, and the string is top header north, and the add method is used to add the component. In that, add method having two parameter. First is component object, that is a btn1, and second is the int region. It is nothing but the position, that is a border layout dot north, and the region value is the border layout dot center, border layout dot south, border layout dot east, border layout dot west, or border layout dot north. Here we use the border layout dot north. Same for button 2. The object is btn2 is equals to new button. String is bottom footer south. Add btn2 comma border layout dot south. So this component button 2 is added in south side. After, the button btn3 is equals to new button right east. Add method is used to add the component btn3 comma border layout dot east. Same for the button 4. btn4 is an object of button is equals to new button. The string is left faced, and add the component using add in bracket btn4 object of the component comma border layout dot west. After that, we pass the string. So string str is equals to, the string is, this is a program, shows the another way of creating and adding a component. Here we use the /n. /n is nothing but the new line. For new line we use the /n. If you want to having a string in a new line, then we use the /n. After that, same for string, use the add method to add the string. In that, add new text area, pass the string str comma border layout dot center. So this string will be displayed onto the center of the applet window. Now save the code using border layout demo.java. After that, run the code. Here first compile the code, javac program name border layout.java. It is compiled, then run the code. Applet viewer program name border layout demo.java. See here, this is the output of our program border layout demo. The string will be displayed into the center, and we use the /n after the end of the first line. This program shows the another way of creating, and here we use the /n. So the next string is added into the new line. See here. In that we use 4 button. This is the button 1, top header now. This is the button 2, this is the button 3, and this is the button 4. And in the center, here we use the text area. See, here we use the text area, and the region is border layout dot center, and we pass the text area string. That string will be displayed into the center. This is the program of the border layout demo. The next layout manager is the grid layout. Grid layout position the components in a two-dimensional grid. Grid layout is a layout manager used to arrange the components in a grid. Now see the constructors of the grid layout. These three are the constructors of the grid layout. First constructor is grid layout having no parameter. Second constructor is grid layout having two parameter. First is int rows and second int columns. And third constructor having four parameter. First parameter is int row, second parameter is int column, third parameter is int horizontal gap, and fourth parameter is the int vertical gap. Now see the first constructor, grid layout. This constructor creates a default grid layout with single row and single column. So first constructor creates only a single row and single column. Second constructor of grid layout is grid layout int column and int row. This constructor allows to specify the number of rows and columns. Here we mention the number of rows and number of columns that will be displayed into the window. And the third constructor having four parameters, int row, int column, int horizontal gap, and int vertical gap. This constructor requires number of rows and number of columns, also horizontal gap and vertical gap between the component. So the third constructor having four parameters, so it requires the number of rows, number of columns, and horizontal and vertical space between the component. This is the three constructors of the grid layout. Now see the one example of the grid layout. First import the two packages, import java.awt.star and import java.applet.star. After that, this is an applet code. Here we define the width and height of the applet window. Now next, create a class grid layout demo extends applet. In init method, first create object of the grid layout. Grid layout g1 is equals to new grid layout. Here passing two parameter 4, 3. This is the nothing but the number of rows and columns. 4 is the number of rows and 3 is the number of column. After that, set layout method is used to set the layout. Set layout g1. G1 it is an object of the grid layout. After that, we use the for method. In that, for int I is equals to 1, I is less than equal to 9, I plus plus. In that, here we create a button, add new button, string is none plus I. This method print the I value and pass it to the button. So next, here we create a 3 button. Object is btn1 is equals to new button star, button btn2 is equals to new button 0, and button btn3 is equals to new button hash. After creating 3 button, we add the button using add method. Add btn1, this is the object of the button 1. Add btn2, this is an object of button 2. And add btn3, this is an object of the button 3. After that, save the code grid layout demo.java. Then run the code. javac grid layout demo.java. It is successfully compiled. Then run the code. Applet viewer. Then run the code. First compile the code. Java C, program name grid layout demo.java. It is successfully compiled. Then run the code. Applet viewer grid layout demo.java. Here this is then output of our program. This is the grid. It is nothing but the column and rows. Here we use in program we use the for method. So by default 1 to 9 values are assigned to the button. These are the buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 buttons are there. In for method 1 to 9 button are displayed, and last 3 button, here we create 3 button and the value is by default assigned. This is the nothing but the string that will be assigned into the button. So star, 0 and hash is by default printed into the grid. This is the program of the grid layout.